I don't know if this is Fort Tejon Road or something of that nature, but in this vicinity, we're just south of Palmdale Airport. So you can see where this vehicle is traveling pretty fast. Let's go ahead and try to get it on the other side, Pollard. Let's go on the driver's side. So we'll be moving News Chopper 4. You can see coming up on an intersection here, and he's slowly stopping at that intersection there, and now he is proceeding eastbound. So we're going eastbound on the street here in the Lancaster Palmdale area. We're going to be making the street turn right into here into a parking structure. Let's go this way. We're into a grocery store. So this could be a tactic where nobody is there. They think they can abandon the vehicle, run and hide. Most likely this driver is doing this to see whether or not there's any law enforcement behind him. That was in the Stater Brothers parking lot. But what he doesn't know is that the LAPD airship is above him. We're right off Avenue S in the Palmdale area. So that gives you an idea of where exactly we are. We're in the vicinity of Palmdale Airport. So that's the perspective where we are. This pursuit started off in the Santa Clarita Valley, started as a following LAPD from the North Hollywood area. A stolen vehicle taken possibly in the commission of a crime or used in a robbery. That's why this person is doing their best to get away, and LAPD eventually is going to catch their person. Exactly. We're coming up on an intersection here. I'm going to pull out here. We got cross traffic on the wrong side of the road. Major street here, turning on the major roadway. So now we're going westbound. We're going westbound. I believe this is Avenue R. So we're going west on Avenue R from 47th Street. So that's the vicinity that we are in. Looks like this vehicle is going a little slower. I see one person, looks like a male driver. So we have one male occupant. We can't see if there's anybody else. We don't have the advantage or the perspective, at least as of right now. But you can see how fast this vehicle is still traveling. Even on surface streets with nobody following this vehicle, that car is still blazing. Speeds right now, according to the airship, about 70 miles per hour. And I'll see, I'm losing the IFB, And guys, I'm just going to let you know if you're talking to me, here we go. Thank you. Beautiful, thank you. Turning southbound, Pollard. I do. In fact, that was Avenue R, westbound Avenue R. Looks like he may have turned southbound on 30th Street. So we're driving in these streets here in the Palmdale, Lancaster area. We're just south of Lancaster in the Palmdale region. LA County Sheriff's not sure if they're going to get involved. They are most likely aware that we have a high-speed pursuit that's in their jurisdiction. Regardless, I'm zooming in because I want you to see the perspective of how fast it is this vehicle passing these cars and just how dangerous this pursuit is. That is why we are in a tracking mode. You can see abruptly stopping. Most likely we're coming up on a red light here, coming up through that intersection, and he's turning eastbound again. So we're eastbound street. This is probably Avenue S. This looks like Avenue S, eastbound from 30th Street. Yeah, and it makes it very dangerous. The elements now really escalated with this pursuit. When you're on the freeway, you have really just a surface, or you just have the freeway traffic to be concerned about. But coming up on this now, that's a CHP, I believe that, or that may actually be sheriff's, not too sure yet. But now you have to consider cross traffic. You have to consider pedestrians, bicyclists. You have more elements and more safety concerns as we're coming up on a left turn lane here. You can see how he's squeezing by those vehicles here and making a northbound turn. So we are now in the process of doing circles. This is 40th Street. So from Avenue S, he was going eastbound on Avenue S. Now we're going northbound on 40th Street. We're repositioning News Chopper 4 so you can get the perspective here, but you can see how, close that window, you can see how this vehicle here traveling on surface streets, and I'm hearing now about 65 miles per hour. Fortunately, he's slowing down just a little as we come up on this intersection right here, making another left turn. You got him, Pollard? Yeah, that is one of those situations here where they could possibly do that, but I would think it'd be pretty dangerous at the speeds. We're just repositioning News Chopper. He's kind of below us. We're going to let him pass us so we can get it on the other side here. This is this is just south of Avenue R, so one of the small surface streets here. This vehicle is still traveling at a high rate of speed. And county sheriffs has been advised, according to the CHP. CHP apparently still primary. They're still following this guy, but at a safe distance in hopes that this vehicle will slow down. Yeah, Palmdale area, and he's going southbound again. Sorry, guys. He's going southbound here on, I believe we're in the same area. This might be 35th Street. So I'm listening to the CHP coordinating. They're talking about the sheriffs possibly getting involved. And let me tell you, this is just, the pursuits in this area are pretty hard to follow. We are watching this right now, southbound 30th, and we're turning onto a small residential street. Whether or not he's getting, oh good, there's somebody, finally, CHP right behind this guy. So unfortunately, we are on small surface streets, but now we're going to see these this driver get a little more aggressive now that CHP is right on his tail. We're south of Palmdale Airport. I can tell you that, south of Palmdale Airport. We are east of the 14 freeway. Just a minute ago, you saw that helicopter in our shot. That's the LAPD airship. They are on scene. This vehicle is going through a cul-de-sac right now. Not a dead end, but you can see, I believe there's only one way out, and if they block that way out, they can stop this vehicle. This vehicle driving about 40 miles per hour right now here on the surface streets just south of Avenue S. This is just south of Avenue S, and that's a county sheriff right there, getting right back onto Avenue S, right behind that county sheriff vehicle. I think they're having, he just hit that car. He just hit the car on the right-hand side. He just sideswiped that car. I don't see any CHP or any units right now. Look how close he gets, right behind that Bud Light big rig there, just trying to pass him up because they can't keep up with him. Once they get real close to him, the speeds get so dangerous, they pull back. And you can see, as a matter of fact, right now, he's starting to increase his speeds. We're hearing about 85 miles per hour. 85 miles per hour, Avenue S. No business driving that fast here on surface streets. Coming up on a red light and just went right through that red light. Now, Carolyn, earlier you were talking about a spike strip. They are in the process of trying to set up a spike strip here, slowing down, turning onto the surface street here. Went up on the sidewalk there, on the sidewalk because of the speed, wasn't able to control his turn. This is going to come to an end here pretty soon. He's going to get himself caught in a cul-de-sac. A lot of these neighborhoods in this area are one way in and one way out. Hopefully this guy's going to get his one way to jail once he finds that dead end. There he goes. Oh my goodness. I can't tell if that dog was hit or that dog was thrown out of the car. Unbelievable. Now I want this guy to be caught. You can see the subject running. Good. CHP, you are right there. Oh, guy fell down. I'm sorry, guys. You know what? This guy needs to be taken into custody, which he is right now. Game is over. Throwing a dog out. I have never seen anybody do that in a pursuit. Obviously, I'm thinking the guy lives here. This may be his home, cul-de-sac. You can see it's a dead end, or whether or not he realized it was a dead end and just pulled in here. We'll get you the location. I'm going to throw it back to you guys, but fortunately, this guy is in custody, and that white dog that was thrown out of that vehicle ran into this yard, so we're not sure if this is the residential home of this suspect. It's hard to get this exact cul-de-sac neighborhood. I can tell you we are just west of 40th Street. We're just above East Avenue R8 and south of East Avenue R9. So we're in this vicinity. I also want to bring to your attention, if you see to the top of your right, top of the right there in the picture, that motorcycle, I think that might be from the Sheriff's Department. We may have captured it, but we were focused on this white vehicle. When that motorcycle unit pulled up on scene, the officer dropped his bike. So we don't know if that officer was injured, but as other people were taking the suspect into custody, they were picking up that motorcycle. So right now, suspect is in custody. Hey, Pollard, get me a 20. Try to find out what street that is, please. Try to find out what street that is for me, please. If you can ask the LAPD airship, please. If you can. If not, no worries. You with me? What is it? Lexington Court. Thank you. I got your street for you guys when you're ready. Lexington Court. Lexington Court. KBC1 to desk on the 450. Lexington Court. Lexington Court. Okay, do me a favor. We're off the air. Thanks. Descend. Bring me down in altitude. Thank you, guys. Okay. Only because of my camera. I don't have my double zoom. So if you can bring me down, I want to try to get the address. Get an address. You said Lexington Court. Okay. So let's bring me down for a second so I can quickly get an address. What do you say? And you can do an orbit if you want now. Wow. Yeah, do an orbit and bring me down a little if you can safely do so, and I'll sneak an address, and then we'll do what you, yeah, that's not going to be good. The Lexington Court, and it's this house here. Wow. I think he knows these people. Where's that poor dog?